DRB Hicom says all bidders for a strategic partnership with Proton are still in the running. Contrary to media reports, the group says the search is still on and that it is now evaluating these bids. The announcement comes after South China Morning Post reported that China's Geely Automobile had pulled out from the process. While it did not give a reason for the move, Bloomberg had previously reported that Geely's founder Li Shufu was tired of DRB Hicom's fickleness in what they wanted from Proton's future partner. In a statement today, DRB Hicom said that it is common to have the bar raised and lowered throughout the negotiation process. This as each party looks to secure the most beneficial deal which aligns with its own plan. It adds that it intends to ensure that the chosen partner will result in a win-win situation for all parties. The successful bidder is expected to be announced by the second quarter of this year. Auto players may be forced to raise prices due to the weakening ringgit, though the move could affect their market share. As MAA's Aisha Ahmad puts it, nobody wants to do business without making money. So car makers and distributors will have to increase their price because of the exchange rate. She says companies that deals with CBU vehicles and CKD parts mostly pay in USD or yen, so they are badly affected. Aisha adds that the outlook for the year remains challenging with low consumer confidence and tough hire purchase guidelines. Still, she says MAA is maintaining its earlier vehicle sales forecast for 2017 at 590,000 units, which is a 1.7% growth over 2016. Malaysians are feeling the pinch with the consumer price index rising to an 8-year high last month. Annual inflation grew 4.5% year-on-year in February, the highest since November 2008 when it hit 5.7%. It was led by a significant increase in transport prices as consumers paid more for petrol. In January, the reading was 3.2%. Still, an expert says this is unlikely to lead to any change in our monetary policy. Brian Tan of Nomura Singapore told Reuters that the rising inflation doesn't seem to worry Bank Negara, as it was mainly due to the adjustments in domestic fuel prices. He said that the central bank clearly remains quite cautious to any potential downside risk to growth, so it won't jump the gun too early. Bank Negara said yesterday that it is expecting inflation to average between 3 and 4% for 2017. A national survey has revealed that only a third of Malaysians support the concept of an open and liberalized economy. According to think tank Ideas, 54% of respondents still believe that we're better off with protectionism. According to a breakdown provided by CEO Wan Saiful, a majority of Malays and Indians share this belief, while only 37% of Chinese want a protectionist economy. The survey was aimed at gauging the level of public understanding on liberalism in Malaysia. Covering a sample population of over 1,200 people nationwide, it found that most of them have very little understanding of the word liberalism. Wan Saiful says that when the word liberalism was not used, the majority was actually supportive of many liberal practices. So despite the loud shouting by some, only a small minority actually oppose liberalism. The legal battle surrounding 1MDB continues, with a court in LA allowing members of Joe Low's family to challenge the US's attempts to confiscate millions in assets that were allegedly bought with funds siphoned from 1MDB. A federal judge in LA had granted requests by the holding companies controlling the assets to file late claims in 8 forfeiture lawsuits. The holding companies had asked for permission to file claims after courts in New Zealand and the Cayman Islands allowed them to swap out the Swiss trustees that had refused to fight the US allegations. The assets include a stake in New York's Park Lane Hotel, a 100 over million USD interest in EMI Music Publishing, a 35 million USD Bombardier jet, and a $30 million penthouse in New York. Jolo's family members, which include his brother and father, had previously been denied permission to bring claims because as beneficiaries of the trust rather than the trustees meant they had no legal standing to fight the US's allegations.